Hi everyone and welcome to $1 million App Ideas. I'm Pietro Messineo, I'm an indie dev and I successfully exited some apps in the past. And that's why I feel comfortable today in giving you some suggestions or even some recommendations on how you can enlarge your app portfolio. And why not, maybe even make some millions. So in this new format, I'm going to unveil 3 app ideas every week. And so for each app, we are going to see what is the app about, how much money it made in the last 3 months, how many downloads, and how complicated it is to make such an app. But this time we have one more thing, the selling price. So I'm gonna explain you what could be the selling price of an app based on the revenues. So let's start with the app of the day. An AI interior designer. How does it work? Just giving an image, it will generate a variation of it. So you specify the room type and the style, and it will give you in a few seconds a cool different design. So how much money you think that this app made in the last 3 months? 364,000, which is not that much compared to the downloads that it got. 1.25 millions. It's very impressive, right? I think that the reason why the amount of revenues is not as high as the downloads that it gets is because it's of a freemium type of app. You can get free image generation per day for free, and otherwise, if you want to have unlimited, you just subscribe. So maybe people just use the free and then come back tomorrow and try to generate more things. So how complicated is to make such an app? Well, as usual, I gave a 3 out of 10. And why? Because it's actually a no-brainer app. Even though you think that this application is pretty complicated and may have some special AI thing and so on, actually it's not. It's based on an API, which means that if they use an API, you can use it as well and you can have exactly the same result. But before, to understand how we can make a replicate of this app, let's see what could be the selling price. So in order to understand how much money this app could be sold for, we need to consider a few factors. First of all, the revenue trends. Second, the profit margins, the user growth rates, market potential, and of course, the app sustainability. So usually we consider, we use a revenue multiplier between 3 times and 10 times the yearly revenues of the app. So if this app made $364,000 in the last 3 months, if we multiply by 4, we will get 1.45 million in yearly revenues. And so because of this, if we apply a 3 per multiplier on top of 1.45 million, we get 4.36 million of app evaluation, which means that potentially this app worth 4.36 million in case we want to sell it. I mean, in case the developer would like to sell it. And so how can we make such an app? If you follow my videos, you would have already noticed that replicate.com is a tool or a website which we already saw in other videos. If you are new, don't worry, this website is a container of AI and machine learning models that you can use, of course, for payment based on the usage. And I found out that we can find an interior design generator inside replicate.com that is offering an API that we can integrate in our app. So how does it work? This interior AI design generator basically accepts an input picture, a prompt in which we need to specify what is the room that we want to generate. So if it's a living room, bedroom, and whatever, and the style, rustic style, cottage style, futuristic style of design of the room, modern style, Italian style. Yeah, because I'm Italian, why not? Maybe I want a Italian style of flat or room, whatever, I don't know. And so based on this, it will give us an output that is the newly generated picture. So why this app rocks? Well, I think that one of the reasons why this app rocks is because it's offering a fully automated process and it's very easy to use, which means you upload the image, you select the room style, the room name, then the style, uh, which could be, as I said before, modern, blah blah blah. So it's step by step explained. There are only 3 steps: upload the image, select which room is it, bedroom, living room, whatever, and the style, and then generate. And in a few seconds, you get your output back. So I believe that a mix of those things make this app skyrocketing in terms of downloads, but of course there will be for sure user acquisition that we may not see from the outside. And so where do I get my first 1,000 of downloads in case I will replicate this idea? As usual, you can try to close collaboration with Instagram influencers, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube influencers, or even you can cold mail in some blogs. You can do some ASO, so you can improve your keywords for the app store so people can organically find your application. Or if you have some budget, you can spend it for the Apple search ads. The app that I was analyzing today is called Arch AI Interior Designer. So please go download it and test it out in order to understand what's the app about and how you can replicate it. So I hope that this concept spark inspiration for your upcoming app portfolio. And so that's a wrap. As usual, I want to add a small disclaimer in which I would like to tell you that all of the data that you saw here related to downloads, monthly recurring revenues, in this case 3 months revenues, are coming from public tools and should be considered as estimates. And so they may not reflect 100% real values that those app makes, even though I'm pretty sure that the values that we see are pretty much accurate. So don't forget to follow the Discord community, follow me on Twitter, and see you at the next app video.